Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today we're going to do the first carpet cleaning test on the brand new Ecovacs X11 Pro Omni. I've got a bunch of long hair, ground coffee in here. I did purchase this robot with my own money. This will be an honest review. But keep in mind, this is the first cleaning. I am going to take this to my home. So first we see how the robots do in my studio, but then I take it to my home. I rate it on several different categories. I give it a final score after 3 months, cost per use, and then I give it my stamp of approval if it earned it. Is it the gold standard? Is it buy it now no matter what the cost? Is it wait for a deal? Or is it skip it? Now, if you want to find the robots that have already passed my 3-month real-world testing, they're on my website, justadadapproved.com. On my website, you'll see a list of the robots that I approved, like the Mova P10 Pro was my 2025 pick of the year. If you purchase a robot from this video or off of my website, I am an Amazon affiliate. The product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Now, I have a separate video where I show you how well it mops up in the world-famous Just a Dad corner cleaning studio area over there. This is an excerpt from the hour-long video where I show people how to set it up and do the first cleaning. This is going to be just the carpet cleaning. If you want to see how to set it up, unbox it, and map your home and go through the recommended settings, I have a separate video on that called The First Look. Okay, we're going to do a zoned cleaning on this carpet, vacuum only. And I'll mess around with the different suction levels, but right now it's on the highest setting. So it's going to do the perimeter of the zone, then it's going to go back and forth in the nice straight lines. Okay, it's going to go back and forth in the nice straight lines. I do have it on a deep, clean pattern, so it's got a really close pattern when it goes back and forth. So far, it's doing a really good job. It's not super loud either. I've got it on its maximum suction and it's kind of not noisy. Now that's ground coffee that's ground into the carpet a little bit. A little ground coffee, but it is going to do 2 passes. So the first pass will be one way, then it'll do the crisscross pattern. I'm kind of surprised how quiet it is. And it is doing a good job of vacuuming. That is an excellent job. But now, the auto empty. Now this is a pretty big mess here. We'll see how the auto empty does. It's got a pretty small dust bin. I would have thought it would have been upgraded a little bit. And the filter is kind of small. I mean, I like how the filter and the dustbin is very interchangeable. It's on several robots now, but in my opinion, it's a little small. And we'll check the hair wrap too. We'll check the brush roller. I have had issues. It has the, I mean, I call it an older brush roller, but it is. It's an excellent cleaning job. The brush roller on it has struggled. On different robots, it's struggled with long hair, getting wrapped around it. And there's quite a bit of long hair in this carpet. It's pretty incredible how well it's cleaning. It's got a very straight cleaning pattern. I don't see a wobble in it. It's going in nice straight lines. Let's turn the suction down. So there's the next level. So strong is the same as max. There's standard. And there's low. So I do have some kitty litter. Oh, there's a big kitty litter mess over there. We'll see. Let's just see how it does in low. We know it's doing good in high. I've got it on the lowest setting possible. It's very quiet. It's leaving a few more particles, which you'd expect. Yeah, it's not picking up quite as much of the confetti as it normally does. Still not too bad though. I don't think I'd be afraid to run this on low. Here's a bunch of kitty litter. I could hear it sucking it up. That actually did a really good job for being on low. I could hear it being sucked up. It did leave, okay, so it could suck it up, but then it left a track, which that's, that's to be expected, being on low. All right, let's ramp it up. There's standard. There's strong. There's hardly any sound difference between standard and strong and max. So the 3 levels of suction that are on the top, there's hardly any sound difference. So I had carpet boost on in the settings, so there's strong. Strong is different. Strong's lower. There's standard. And there's low. So I had carpet boost on was in the settings, and so it was always on max. There's max. Strong. Standard. And then quiet. So we'll go to strong. We're getting the crisscross pattern now. Now overall, this floor is relatively clean. I do see some very fine stuff that's still in the carpet. There's some confetti that's still, it got most of the hair, and I don't see any hair clumps. It's got a very methodical cleaning pattern. I'm not seeing any hiccups in its navigation. A little bit left there. Let's go to max. Wow, that's some really fine stuff, but it's kind of embedded in there that it wasn't able to get. But surface-wise, it's able to do a pretty good job. Yeah, these robots aren't able to kind of go down into the fibers very good. They do have a beater brush, but it's not as good as a corded vacuum cleaner yet. So let's get that out with a cordless vacuum. Well, it's even struggling with it a little bit, but it is able to clean it up a little bit better. This has dirt detection sensors, so the floor was still a little dirty. There, see, it turns purple when the floor is dirty. And so as you go over it, they'll turn white. That means there, they went white. That means it's not sensing particles. Still dirty here. That's still pretty dirty. That might take an actual spot cleaner to clean. As you can see, it's purple. There, they turned white. This is my favorite cordless vacuum because it has an auto empty dustbin. Now, the Ecovacs did say it's not done. It said it's going back to clean or empty out the dustbin. Oh, maybe it did say task complete. I'm sorry. I don't think it. That's what we want to hear, like a thunk. I think it emptied everything out. I don't think it's done because it hasn't finished the room yet. Yeah. It said task complete, but it's not. It's only about halfway done on the crisscross pattern. It's got another half to do. Did leave a little mess coming out. Maybe it was when it was going in. Some kitty litter. It's got tracks leading up to it too. And so it's going to finish this room now. Yeah, it's pretty much getting the rest of that confetti and the stuff that was on top of the carpet. One thing that was a little tricky was mop pad height, how high it lifts it. Now, it looks like 10 millimeters, but I saw in the description it said 15 millimeters, which that might be the case. It is sort of touching the carpet, not really. So I'm a little unsure on carpet height. It's really hard to find sometimes what these, like it just says it has, it lifts the mop pad and it does threshold, but you really got to dig deep to find those. And the only reason I questioned it is because it looks so much like the T80. And the T80 doesn't go up that high. Oh, okay, the timeline isn't complete yet. We're right here. So it'll eventually, this little robot will go down here, I guess. Maybe that's how it works. I do like timelines, and I do like when they specifically tell us what it's doing, so we can go back and troubleshoot if we have to. But that's a really tight cleaning pattern that's almost done. Okay, it's all done. It's taking a long way. Now I did test it with this threshold, 3/4 of an inch, 1.9 centimeters. It had no problem going over that threshold. It just went it didn't have to deploy anything. It just rolled right over it with its, they've got special, I forget what they call them, but the little grabber feet. You'd almost like it to vacuum on it as it backs up. That should be, I would think that would be nice if it vacuumed while it backed up.
About to start auto empty.
That side brush is always doing weird stuff. All right, all done. There's the cleaning log, room. Yep, customize zone. Okay, let's check. Dustbin. It auto emptied, excellent. And it cleaned that filter off, really. Okay, so that's really, really good. Hair. Okay, this did better. Typically the long hair will wrap right here, but this did do better. There's a comb only in the center part. Maybe with the increased suction power it's able to do better. I don't know. That seems, this is all the same brush roller as the T80, and I got a bunch of hair wrap on it, so be cautious of that, but so far so good. Again, this thing's always doing something. There's those little feet I was telling you about to help it go over thresholds. Does lift that mop roller pretty high, but so carpet test is off to a good start. That auto empty worked really well. The long hair was not wrapped up on the roller, so far, but I got to take this to my house. I've got to see how it's going to do. I got to live with it, basically. I'll do a few more testing. I'm going to do the advertising versus reality here in the studio, see how it mops up whatever the ad shows. Shows a big coffee stain or a big mud stain. We're going to see if its artificial intelligence can identify it and then go clean it according to that. Then I'm going to take it to my home. I will compare this to its closest competitor, the T80, and there's some others. I will be doing one big review on all the current mop rollers that are out there. So again, check out my website. That's where the best place to find the information. If it's been approved, it's going to have all the videos to back it up. Unboxing, first look, the 3-month real world test, how to do all the maintenance. So again, justadadapproved.com is the best place. I also have maintenance tips on there. My scorecards will be showing up on there really soon. And so So again, if you do purchase a product on my website or in this video, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. If you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.